Anders Young's picking it up. He centers the disc quickly to Matthew McKnight, who airs one out early. Jacob Fairfax trying to run it down. The disc is hanging, and that is a beautiful goal for the Raleigh Flyers to start with. Beautiful huck there from McKnight. Fisher hits the nice break shot to McKnight, who's got Younks going deep. He airs it out again. Anders Younks turning on the wheels. It's floating into space. Excellent bid from the Cannons defender. Both players leaking out the back of the end zone. Great grab from Anders Younks. That is some
catch.
That was impressive. Some intense pressure from the Cannons defender. A lot of contact on the follow-through. What a grab from Younks. He had steps. This Tampa offense is going to have to work a little bit harder on this point as Cohen swings it to Sostrom, who finds Hedges. Hedges with the nice pump, and then hits Roney on the big under. We're seeing Roney's versatility early on. As he airs it out to Bode, Bode's got steps on Saul. He's going to run this down. What a throw from Andrew Roney. You could not make it any easier for Bode to run that disc down. And we see Younks with the disc hitting a nice break shot to Terrence Mitchell. Those around shots are always going to be there, but if you're able to gain yards on them, that's a little bit of an extra bonus. And they did a great job gaining it there as we see Yannick hitting Laviolette, who throws the flick out into space for Henry Fisher, and the big fish runs it down for another easy clap catch goal. That's Laviolette to Fisher for the easy goal for the Raleigh Flyers. Sostrom with the disc here in the middle of the field. Not much going on downfield. The cutters for Tampa are pretty stagnant right now, not giving the handlers many options. Nice throw from Cohen to Hedges, who didn't have much space, but enough. As we see Davis, the fastest man in Ultimate, pick off that under, didn't even need to leave his feet. And we see Noah Saul attacking quickly to David Richardson. And there we have it, folks. It's the first break of the game. Lay frustrated for there to not be an immediate option. Roney with the disc now. Hits another around. And D-Rich eats it up there. Yet
create an upwind, downwind effect on this game. Tampa being downwind right now.
Yeah, and the cameras aren't really able to show you the flags in the stadium, but this stadium does create a wind tunnel as we see Roney laying out.
Oh, what a catch.
What a grab from Roney, scooping it off the turf. A little bit of disagreement there from the refs. One called him out, the other calls him in. It looks like close call there on the throw for the Cannons. O'Brien able to come down with it. Swings the disc to Plunkett. Plunkett moves it to the sideline to Guerrero. Guerrero airing it out. Great throw out into space. Is he going to be able to run it down? He sure is. And that is number 77, Logan Deal, running it down. Not a connection we've seen. Flyers with only about 55, 60 yards to go as we see McKnight hitting Laviolette on the far side. Fisher takes off deep. Laviolette throws. It's hanging. Fisher first under it. Battle for position. Fisher goes up over both defenders, comes down with it. Bladed rolling pull, not taking advantage of the ability to float it a little more. As we see Yannick go up early, hits Laviolette in space. Laviolette laying out to make sure he comes down with that disc, bouncing it quickly to Fisher in the middle, who's got Younks in space. We see some elite athleticism from our referee there, hitting the ground quickly, making sure not to impact the play. And the Cannons unable to take advantage of the excellent field position. Bouncing the disc between handlers. That's Guerrero bouncing it to Travaglini, who finds Plunkett. Oh, an absolute stuff from Noah Saul. That's about as meaty of a hand block as you're going to see, folks. Punching the disc straight down to the turf, and now the Flyers have about 10 yards for yet another break. Bloodworth flips it up the line, and that is Seth Weaver. Bloodworth to Weaver. Two rookies for the Raleigh Flyers connecting for the break. Able to capitalize on Noah Saul's hand block. Sostrom hits Lay on a slash across. Roney working. Lay airs it out to Bode. It's hanging a little bit. Bode goes up, and he comes down with the poster over McKelvey. Great vision from Lay to see Bode out there in space. Cohen centers the disc to Roney. Lay starting downfield. He's got Zog on him this time. A little bit of a bigger matchup. Lay stepping around that matchup, putting it across the field to Bode.
On a platter. What a dime.
My goodness, Bobby Lay, have a night, young man. And it looks like the Flyers are going to be content to just milk the clock here, although milking the clock with a 40-yard gainer
and
to Youngst. poor Luton's is trying to work his tail off to get double teams here. Youngst
And they
to
punctured it.
Laviolette.